man. I'm going in tonight. Playing Assassin's Creed Odyssey. I'm gonna go ahead and make the show while I'm playing my Assassin's Creed Odyssey as I keep pushing forward towards the end. So whatever happens, happens. Whatever goes down, goes down. But before I get started with the show tonight, live and direct, straight from the streets of gaming, I'm going in. I want to give some thanks and some shout outs, man. First of all, for my thanks, I want to say thank you to everybody out there, man, that's a true Xbox fan who is really appreciating what we built here in Direct Gaming. I also want to salute Direct Gaming for believing in me. Thank you for putting in your hard earned money into doing something that I just do for free and I enjoy, and that's gaming. From a long day's work, man, I get in here and I just get to my sticks, man. Get to my controller, move my little sticks, press my little buttons, man, and make things move across my screen. There's millions of people like me, man, and y'all could be anywhere, but y'all decide to tune in and deal with this dude right here called the New Legal. And for that, I'm always humble. And I'm going to always represent the bottom, man. I'm always going to represent the bottom. You guys is what this vision was about, and people believed in the vision, and so they placed their money up. This is not even about me, man. You guys are the face of this community, the Xbox Live community. This is all about you guys, man, and we want to represent what we do each and every day. Reality sense. We're not here. This is not no traditional podcast. This isn't using gaming for propagandists. This is real Xbox fans doing what real Xbox fans do. And before I start this show, I want to give props, man. I want to give thanks. You know what I'm saying? I want to give thanks, and I got a list. It's only right, man. It's only right. I said the Twitter team is unbelievable, man. Those guys out there, man. The common sense factor, the knowledge factor. You guys got it, man. And there's no reason for any of you guys to settle for any lames, man, out here in these streets, man. Y'all can see right through them. Y'all are real Xbox fans, man. And the things that we've been saying down here are finally now emerging while everybody else that was up here played the game. They played the game. They kept a lot of bull crap up here because that's where they was at. They trying to be famous and be celebrities, man. We down here being gamers. We're not trying to be famous as celebrities. We're not trying to be something we're not. We're being gamers. That's what we are. We're being what we are. So we speak these gaming facts. We deal with these gaming streets accordingly, and we call it like we see it. And I just want to say, man, I'm gonna do some shout outs tonight. And if I miss anybody, I'm sorry. That's why I'm gonna say you guys know who y'all are. But before I do the shout outs, y'all already know most of the people that I'm cool with. And they got their platforms, so I'm not mentioning them tonight. They got their platforms and they know who they are. So it's not even about them. But some of you guys need credit. And that's what Direct Gaming is all about, giving that credit, representing that bottom. I first want to say to ICG Main MOZE, and I hope I said your name right, but Iron Claw. This guy right here on Twitter is the reason why I'm doing this show tonight. And before I say anything, man, I want to read something that he said today. Too many people think if it's not first, you're last. World, when in truth, we don't need to be the market leader to be successful. If you can keep up, that guarantees better access to games, but you don't need to sell the most consoles or even try to go after that crowd. He made a great point. You don't have to do those things to be successful, people. And that is going to be the tip of this show. Also, I want to give a shout out to Afterboss. I want to give a shout out to Dark Coca-Tail, Ralph the Wrestling Dude, So Shady, Gaming Forever Project, Jason Robinson, Archangel Nexus, Spoonman, Starboy HSP, the Xbox Junkie 2, Jesus Zilla, Mexbox X, Ghostmerk, Cray Simmons Gaming TV, Mr. Kima, Ralph the Wrestling Dude. Appreciate you, man, for always putting me in your great thoughts, man. I want to say that, and I was waiting to say that on the show tonight. Chaos Reborn, Just Dave, Thomas Schutz, One Dead Gamer, Madral Sims, Old School Project Scarlet, Leonidas Blade. You guys, man. You guys, I'm humble about. You guys, man, I'm very humble. And I wanted to give you guys a shout out. And before we start this show tonight, I also want to say, yo, thanks, salute to everybody out there in the Mixer world. Yo, my man Giselle Gaming TV and my man Irish Maniac 96 across the waters over there in the UK. Appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I see you. It's all about just giving the shout outs, man. Majin God, Goku. You know what I'm saying? People that I'm just seeing, man. Ron, R1 Jim. Hey, man, it's a lot of you guys. You guys know who y'all are, man. It's a lot of you guys, man. I just want to give y'all shout outs, man. Sorry if I make anybody, man, for calling y'all out, but it's not in a negative attention, man. It's all positive. It's all positive. Yo, Viper Villain, no problem, man. No problem. You throw them up for me, I'll throw them up for you, man. ODST 1X, man. You know, all you dudes out there, man. But I really wanted to Ethan's interlude, my man right there. I wanted to do that, man. Put y'all out there. You guys are special, man. It's a lot more just like them that be putting in those facts, man. And it makes people like me, who's been in the game for a long time, feel good to know that we're in good hands, man. You guys aren't going to allow that bull crap to keep going. You guys are going to stand up, man. You guys are going to keep that talk. And that's good stuff, man. Don't let any of these lames, don't let none of these lames, man, rule these streets. You call them out, man. They ain't nobody special, bro. Nobody special. They humans just like you. You ain't got nothing to worry about. They're not celebrities, man. You know what I'm saying? They're not making millions of dollars, man. They ain't making millions of dollars. They ain't on no Billboard charts, man. We over here gaming, man. We do what we do. You know, the subject tonight, man. Let's get to the subject. Hold on real quick. We gotta, cause homeboy blew it out the gate. I think I forgot one more thing that he said that really got all this started, man. And I'm gonna find it. Give me 1 second, man. I'm definitely gonna find it. Cause my man went off, man, and he said some straight up facts, man. Let's see. Yeah, let's go. I think I'm on it. Okay, here it is. From ICG main MOZE. Reggie's attitude is in line with Nintendo's general attitude. They could give two you-know-what about console wars. They know there are people's secondary consoles and play to that base and killing it no less. Moral of the story is console wars are for chumps. There's plenty of rooms for systems. And then I'm gonna repeat to what his last statements were. Too many people think it's a if you're not first, you're last world, when in truth you don't need to be the market leader to be successful. If you keep up, that guarantees better access to games, but you don't need to sell the most consoles or even try to go after that crowd. This is what that show is going to be about today. Basically what that man is saying right there is there's more ways to skin a cat. I've been telling you clowns for years that the way y'all think is only going to let y'all down, because the gaming industry is moving away from a traditional console having to be a game having to be stuck on that console on one platform in order for it to, you know, be dignified or sell. That's how it was back in the days, man. As a matter of fact, way back in the days, like in the 80s, man. So your mindset is like 30 years old. No, that where your exclusives at is it doesn't even impact anymore. It was funny while it lasted. You know what I'm saying? If that was the best y'all had, then I mean, hey, today, man, you sound lame. So you have to understand that things are changing, man, and whether you like it or not, they're not worrying about that. They're worrying about keeping their business afloat. And just like any business that's trying to succeed, and that's the key word, succeed. You want to embrace you want to embrace your competition, but at the same time, you understand that if you're doing more or having more than what your competition has, you base your success off of that. You base your success off of what is important for the success of your platform and your brand. Every platform, y'all gotta stop thinking that every platform has to do what Sony does. When in fact, man, Sony doesn't make the most money. Y'all want companies to do what Sony does when Sony doesn't even make the most money. How does that sound? First of all, y'all need to understand, I done told y'all need to understand revenue. Because I don't think you guys understand revenue. And you don't understand currency change. Sony's money is different from US money. It has to be flipped. US money costs more and is worth more than Japanese money. So anytime, you got Sony coming up with something, it has to sell twice for it to match just one of any American product. It's not what you think. So it's a lot of pressure on Sony, man, to make their sale. You got to understand why they are aggressive when it comes to their marketing. You got to understand these types of things why everybody else isn't. And then because everybody else isn't, you think that, oh, they ought to be. And because Sony's doing it. No, they don't have to be. Because their money is worth more. They're selling their product here, in these stores. They're not having to be exported out, imported, exported in and all this stuff. They don't have to change currency. You know what I'm saying? They may have to pay for shipping costs, one time and put it in these stores, and that's it. They ain't got to sit up. Microsoft don't have to sit up here and break their pockets over no shipment fees and things like that. But they do know that it costs. So because it simply costs, Microsoft comes up with a plan to save money. They went digital because they understood that digital is the future. They understand that. So what they did is, if you can take the digital content, that alleviates all that shipping fees, all that stuff, because it's right there. You just select the game you want and download it. There's no shipment fee. There's none of that. So it's and they're not having to pay for that. There's ways that these companies save and make money at the same time. Hey man, there's things that you guys got to understand, that there's more ways to skin a cat, right? Microsoft consoles alone is what? $100 more. You laugh at that. Well, let's look at it like this. Microsoft knows that console ain't gonna stay $100 something the whole time through its duration of its lifetime. People think. Microsoft is getting that money up front. So you think about it. If a console comes out and it's $100 cheaper than the Xbox, or let's say $150 cheaper than the Xbox, and the Xbox sells its console for $100 more, and let's say the competitor's console sells $15 million, and let's say Xbox sells $12 million. Now, do you think the competitor made more money than Microsoft? Of course not. Goes back to what my man said. The Microsoft might have sold less consoles, but that doesn't mean they were not successful. You got to look at these things. When you look at what the Xbox has done as far as number wise, nobody really knows. And you know what the other funny part of it is? The funny part, you got people out here on YouTube right now trying to tell you specs about the Scarlet Project. They don't even know what they talking about. And the sad part is you got people out there that click to it as if they got some news to tell you that these other articles ain't already not told you. Do you think these YouTubers are going to get the information first before the articles and then before Microsoft knows? So now YouTubers know more than Microsoft's own project. They're gonna tell you now what the specs are and things that Microsoft hasn't told you. See, these are the things, man, that we got to start calling out. And I'm telling you guys, these guys are not celebrities. These guys don't make millions of dollars, man. They're YouTubers. They're doing what they're good at is voicing their opinions. I mean, that's what they're good at. You know what I'm saying? They're good at either rereading off from an article, but you know, that's about it, man. These dudes aren't known for gaming where they're at. They ain't put in time that when you ask about these guys, man, normal people don't know who these people are. Normal people don't know who these people are. If you went to their hoods, they probably don't know. These dudes are probably like shameful to tell people who they are, what they do. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you went to an arcade or something, these dudes ain't known there. But but you gotta. It's no hate. It's just that you gotta understand that you guys represent the true gaming culture. The gaming culture never was about YouTube. That's what I'm saying. The gaming culture is not about YouTube. YouTube is a mechanism for propaganda. That's what it is. It's like any other social media feed. It's used, you know, for propaganda. That's what it's used for. And if I could do something to think that, hey, my voice counts, and I'm not using it in a way that has substance, well, guess what? If I can figure out that, hey man, you know what? I can say little certain things by watching the gaming industry, watching people on social media and how they react, and then guess what? I'm gonna feed into that. I'd rather feed into that and make videos and stuff off of feelings and emotions than to actually make videos about gaming content and expressing yourself through experience of what you play. That's what gaming is all about. Gaming isn't about sitting up here getting likes on your YouTube channel. It's not about that. Now, if you got a YouTube channel that's gaming and you have people in your comment section and they really talking about, hey, what they beat and what level and this and that and this and that and this and that, or, you know, things like that. That's what gaming is about. You know, it's not even about dissing another platform and things. It's just, hey man, you do what you do. You find your experience in the game, and you want to talk about that. That's the true conversation of a gaming culture. That's the essence of it, man. But it's easy to manipulate, right? So you got all these years that we've been sitting up here talking about, hey man, you're gonna get eventually that console stuff is gonna smack you dead in the face. Because anybody with any sense knows that Microsoft is going to get the future plans of a generation before Sony does. Microsoft makes more money. They're not going to give the company that makes lesser money the information first. They're not going to get... Man, Microsoft was ahead of everybody 6 years ago, but people didn't want to follow suit. You know why? Honestly, now we really know why nobody really want to follow suit. Because they didn't have a cloud infrastructure. How? So the question was not that they didn't follow suit, but how could they? Now that all the facts are out there now, and you can't hide from anything, tell me in 2013 what Sony was really gonna do. What Nintendo was really gonna do. They wasn't going to do a thing when it came to cloud gaming, but do what? As Microsoft for help, just like what they doing right now. Nintendo's online community, 8 million. That's all they could get out of that. That's hurting them. You got Live with almost 68 million subscribers on it. That's been around for 20 years. You're going to talk to Microsoft. That's 20 years of experience. Wouldn't tracing nobody. All these other programs and services, they come from Microsoft. Those ideas come because Microsoft was successful at it. Not because these clowns were. You know, you dudes, it's okay to feel a certain way about your console. But you got to be truthful about things, man. You can't just sit around and act like, hey, little bank takes big bank. It's never been like that. Little bank ain't never took big bank. So if you was jocking little bank, hey, man, you in for a big treat soon. Because, man, if you thinking that Sony right now in the future of cloud gaming is going to keep allowing exclusive games to just sit on they gotta downgrade the sales. They gotta downgrade the sales. You dudes red box too much. You dudes don't even buy these single player games and hold on to them. You red box them.
So this is where they've been hiding.
I mean, what do you?
You're right to suggest
What do you think? You think we're like easily fooled? Those one and done games. You play them, you trade them in. You red box them, you play it, you put it back. I mean, that's the experience of one and done games. It's not like y'all are doing anything that's unusual, but don't come at us about, please don't come at us about talking about games and you playing them and things like that when you're not. When you're not, it's taking you months and months and months and months and months to play a single player game that's not even that long. Like, you're not fooling anybody. That alone is telling you what you're doing. We know, real gamers know why it's taking you so long. You gotta rent them suckers back out again. You already renting games on PSN. You're renting them already. So then you throw up Game Pass and want to tell us, well, we're doing the same thing. We're renting games. Bro, come on, man. Don't make yourself sound foolish, man, online. Don't do it to yourself. Look, there's a difference between having games that you can basically play right off the bat. You're not renting them. I got 100 games to play. All I got to do is download them. Yeah, they don't belong to me like purchase-wise, but I'm paying for a service, okay? It's just like Netflix, man. Netflix gives you a whole bunch of movies to watch. You're not watching these movies over and over and over again. You're watching them for the experience. That's what Game Pass is. Game Pass is a gaming experience for you to play games and experience them. And hey, play new games that you might not experience because of your wallet. You may not think it's worth experiencing this game because of your wallet. Well, with Game Pass, because it's cheap, it gives you over 100-some games that you might not have played because of your wallet. Now you can play them. And if you really like the game and you want to buy the game, you get a discount for it. But at this point, Game Pass is killing it because, hey, we don't even have to pay for our daggum console exclusives. Our blockbuster games come right up on there free of charge. Costs us $1. Now, in a gamer's world, you really think that we are worrying about not buying that physical copy when we're playing video games? I'll tell y'all what, we leave that concern up to Microsoft if we're worried about paying for that game. We'll leave that concern to Microsoft while we play our dollar games. How about that? You'll sit around and worry about them console exclusives that are no longer going to be console exclusives. You see what I'm saying? We tried to tell y'all, but y'all didn't want to listen. We told you what your worst fear was going to be. And your worst fears are going to be when you don't have nothing else to talk about. So here we are in August, right now. Right now. And you Carrot Tops have only gotten one game out of the Sony theater. Out of the whole Sony theater fiasco, studios, let me keep going on with that. You only was able to obtain one true exclusive game this year. And when it came out, it was glitchy and broken at that. So my only question is, what was the rush? If Sony was only to give you one game this year, hey, it's August, man. It's August. If Days Gone was that big of a deal, and what I see right now that's happening, why did that game come out with all those issues? What was the point of getting that game on out? Because you know what?
He brought the
I don't
followers to
see the
Valley
point.
to help Persia.
If you're content now, you so
I was
quiet
afraid
right
you'd say
now
that.
to get one
But I know
game.
you must be
I don't
right.
see none of y'all fussing about
What
that.
do you want to do now?
You can't fuss
I
about
need
it
to talk to
because
Theodorus.
you're eating that crow.
I don't understand why
You
he
worrying
did
about what we're
this. He can
doing.
be a powerful motivator.
We're playing
Sony
games. I'll
promised
tell you
power.
what we're doing.
But
We're playing
he
games in
already had
4K.
both of those. I know you want to understand
Whether
it
you
all,
want to talk about
but
if
we
it's
don't
native or
always get
not,
the answers we seek.
care less what you think if it's native or not. You don't have games that are native. Care about that. Care about that. You try any kind of way to downgrade Xbox. How can you even try to downgrade Xbox right now when Sony gave you a PS4 Pro and called it a Pro? What's pro about PlayStation 4 Pro? What's pro about it? Ain't nothing pro about it. That's the answer. Ain't nothing pro about it. You got people out here that are just rather buy that daggone vanilla PlayStation, and they happy with that. You know why? Because they realize the experience isn't worth buying. You got people out here buying the Xbox One X left and right. You know why? Because the experience is worth buying. Microsoft brought the One X out, and it was $499. You know it was $499 for Sony? A freaking VR system. Freaking VR system. What games you got on that VR? Tell me. I ain't seen none of y'all brag about that VR. It's a daggum shame. None of y'all bragging about it. I don't see none of them games. Y'all all up on Twitter, y'all never showing no gameplay. Never showing no games. But you know what you want to do? You want to worry about what we're doing. Well, I'm showing you what we're doing. Di-RREC Gaming shows you what we're doing. But what y'all doing? Nothing. Playing Twitter. We know. Because if you think that it's worth buying a 300 some odd dollar console to play one exclusive game like that, bro, you gotta be on crack. You kidding us, man. And all you little lame YouTubers that want to do little switchy dips and all that, want to do hula hoops with tight shorts on and tight nipple shirts, y'all want to sit around there and act like you was really doing something like, I'm leaving the Xbox community, I'm going to play PlayStation. You look stupid right now. What you playing? 2-year-old games? What you playing? We don't care about them games, man, because you going back to play some old game. The PlayStation community don't even move from them games. You sitting up here now looking stupid talking about what you playing. Nobody care about what you playing. Of course you gonna go back. That's your backwards compatibility experience. You gotta go back and play games you didn't finish. That's backwards compatibility experience for a Sony fan. We don't have to do stuff like that, man. You know, we don't have a generic backwards compatibility situation. Our backwards compatibility is a true backwards compatibility. We don't have to sell out to no gimmicks. You're playing gimmicks. Your services are gimmicks. You know what I'm saying? You're getting hacked right now. People getting hacked left and right now, man. And they can't even get their money. And you're telling me that it's cool to be on the PlayStation Network. And you got people getting hacked right now. And then you want to try to come up with some lame excuses talking about, well, you don't have to put your credit card information on to get hacked. Stupid. Your email is on there. You got to have your email information. You can get hacked simply off of that, stupid. Like, who does that? Like, you can't talk to normal people and think normal people are going to be into that. Come on, man. That's like I said, that's like leaving your house unlocked. Leaving your car doors open with your keys in it. And you trying to tell me it's cool, man, ain't nobody going to take your car. Come on, bro. They'll take a daggum Ford Camry. I mean, a Toyota Camry or a freaking Ford Taurus. If you leave it out there for somebody to take, they gonna take it. You know what I'm saying? You guys are not even reality based, factual. You guys are like just be saying stuff, man, just to pacify that lameness. So we get it. But man, like my man said tonight, Microsoft is successful. Look at those less console sales, but how is it that they sold less console sales, but yet made the most money ever in Xbox history when they sold over 11 billion in revenue? They made 11 billion over revenue. And you guys were clapping for Sony, and Sony only made 12 billion. And yet your claim is they sold 100. Y'all don't even know the difference between sold a ship. So you're saying they sold 100 million consoles, but yet made only 1 billion more than Microsoft in revenue? Hey, so let's do the logic here. This is funny stuff. Let's do the logic here, right? Check this out. Sony has all the games and exclusives, right? They got the best games and the best exclusives. Yet you guys don't get no games, and you don't play them games, but you brag about games you don't have. Yet Microsoft with Xbox has no games. Yet they made $11 billion in revenue, and Sony with all the games and all the console sales, and they only sold $1 billion more.
I know you can't.
Y'all looking real stupid, man. The one thing that's getting y'all right now are them facts that you don't even know about, you don't read about, you don't research about, and it shows the minute you guys start talking. It shows you dudes are lames. It shows you. That's why a lot of you dudes look at these YouTubers. You're trying to figure out something, and the YouTubers are letting you down because they about as stupid as y'all are. They just about as dumb as y'all are. So it's like the blind leading the blind. You guys are sitting up here thinking, and you cool with that because as long as they talking about Xbox, you cool with that, whether they telling you the truth or not. You good with that. You good with that. So we get it. It's, hey, man, he might not be right. He might not know what the hell he talking about, but guess what? He talking about Xbox. So he's cool with me. He's cool with me. Y'all look stupid out here, man. Y'all be looking stupid out here. And it'll be real soon when your favorite YouTuber ain't keeping up, ain't showing you nothing. But yeah, you don't care about that because yourself don't game. You yourself don't put in the work. So you can care less about that too. So in a minute, very soon, things are going to separate. It's like oil and water. And you can feel it. You can feel the change coming. And a lot of these YouTubers are getting shaky as it is. They done prostituted themselves long enough. They kind of like they're getting tired, but they're breaking slowly, you know? They're breaking slowly. They don't know what to do. You know what I'm saying? And, hey, man, I could care less if they don't know what to do. Because Legal's going to keep doing what he's doing right here. I ain't switching up. I ain't got no reason to switch up. But I got, what am I got to switch up for? I play Xbox. I do Xbox. I'm comfortable. I ain't got to switch up. You know, I'm not sitting up here trying to impress nobody to think that I don't game or not. I'm here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm glad there's people on Twitter who follow suit with that. You know, this isn't about here on this console. I ain't got to worry about no likes, man. One thing I worry about is a message coming across my screen. Somebody wanting to play. That's it. Other than that, I ain't worrying about nothing. You know, this isn't about likes and dislikes here. You know, I don't live by that. I don't live by that. That's got to be a crazy way to live, right? That's like some girl stuff. You looking for attention? You looking for attention that bad? Man. Like, how much attention do you need? You know? How much attention does a man need? That's crazy, man. And you crave attention to the point where you do some stupid stuff. You know what I'm saying? You say some stupid stuff just to get attention from people. Come on, man. Let the girls do that. Let the girls do that. Let the girls do that. Don't ruin it for us, man. Don't ruin it for us. Let the girls beg for attention and do all that silly stuff. Let the girls do that, man. Give them some room. Give them some room. But be a man about it. You know what I'm saying? Either you gaming or you not. There's no reason to sit up here and use the switcheroo technique because you ain't keeping up. Because real gamers are leaving you behind. You can't keep up. So, because you can't keep up now, Xbox don't have no games. So what? You went over there to Sony thinking what? They got games for you this year? What you playing? What you playing? God of War didn't come out this year. What you playing? Spider-Man didn't come out this year. What you playing? I ain't seen none of y'all. Matter of fact, y'all talk about them exclusives, but y'all ain't showing Days Gone any love, man. I ain't see no love about that game. Man, y'all acting like that game don't even exist. No love. It's just sitting out there, man, trying to figure out why y'all ain't showing it no love. Y'all acting like, you know, y'all treating that game like it's a stepchild to the third power, man. Like you just mad and that, you know, that this child, you don't want to take care of it. You got a child and you don't want to take care of it. You mad because she slapped child support on you or something with this game. It's crazy, man. You know what I'm saying? As much bragging that y'all do, y'all don't show anything. So why would anybody take you serious? You don't show nothing. You know, because that's all what gaming is about. Gamers are going to respect people who play them games. Doesn't matter what platform you on. You like Mario? Show people you like Mario. Go play the Mario games. Be good at them. That's all that matters. But to think that, hey, Nintendo ain't successful because the Switch didn't sell as many consoles as Sony is absolutely stupid, man. You got to understand something. Let's flip it. If Sony sold only the amount of consoles that Nintendo did, you think Sony would be around here right now? See, you got to understand something. It's two different ways. It's more ways to skin a cat, man. Sony needs those sales like that. So here's what I'm going to tell y'all. Next generation, regardless of what happens, right? I'm already going to tell you what's going to happen. Your console is going to be inferior to Xbox, so get ready for that. Okay? You're not going to be getting any games no time soon. Get ready for that. So in the meantime, just play it off and just be a fan, because that's about all you got to be now. Just know that you just like the PlayStation, and that's what you like. It ain't gonna give you. You know what? Your best bet is VR, man. And if you didn't invest in VR, I mean, what else you getting it for? Because that VR is gonna be what they're pushing on you, not them video games. I done told y'all, I'm gonna break your heart now. So get ready for like games that ain't coming out. Just get ready for that, man. Don't sit up here and try to fool yourself right now and make it seem like, oh, because you ain't got games right now, you expected Sony to give you games. Sony ain't giving you games right now, so expect what they giving you right now. What you doing right now, that's what you gonna be doing on PlayStation 5. What games are coming out on the PlayStation 5 that won't be coming out on the PlayStation 4? So that's not a console exclusive. All your little exclusive talks are gonna be gone. So then what you got? You ain't gonna have the power. You're not gonna have the resolution. You're not gonna have frame rates. You probably gonna be what the X is, 4K 30, most of the games. You think you're gonna be, you know, what's the sense of playing those walk around games in 60 frames per second? Come on, man, who you kidding? Them story games in 60 frames per second? That don't even make sense. That doesn't even make sense. GT Sport? Yeah, 60 frames per second. Finally, in the year 2020 something, you finally get a racing sim that can do 60 frames per second. Bro, look. Ain't nobody knocking these games. Like I said, nobody's bashing them. But when I say y'all are truly behind, you are truly behind. You guys can't make fun of no Nintendo fan. You just can't. You know what I'm saying? All your little majestic, oh, my game look like this and my game look like that. Your game don't look like crap, bro. It don't look like crap. Look here. We got the X. Our games look like something. You don't have no talk. Yo, that talk died in 2017. And when you did have a talk, this is how pathetic y'all were. Y'all were talking about a 900 and a 1080p ratio.
We may have lost one brother
That's what you was
today,
babbling about.
but we
You was
found
babbling
ourselves
about
again.
having more grass on your
What
game.
needs to be done now, right?
Come on, man.
Unfortunately,
You didn't even have a true gaming argument. You was fussing about resolution.
No,
Resolution
I
has
need to
nothing to
see
do
him.
with gaming.
I need to know why.
But yeah, you was told that 1080p makes you a better gamer. So either Sony lied or y'all lied because it didn't make y'all a better gamer. It didn't prove none of y'all. So so who's telling the truth? 1080p make y'all a better gamer or what? What did it do for y'all? Cause they're not even selling 1080p TVs anymore. Find a 1080p TV for any of us. Go find it. We're looking for it. Tell us. We want to know. Yo, is there any 1080p TVs for sale on eBay? Let us know, man. 65 inch at that.
Okay.
Samsung.
How could
You know what I'm saying? And you guys are like bringing up the PlayStation console to us, man. And we're light years moving on. Been in 4K for over 2 years, and y'all talking about a PlayStation console. Nobody's bashing, but you gotta understand something, man. You're behind. You're truly behind. And the thing is, nothing you guys are saying anything matters. Just here's my advice. Watch what we do. Watch where we go and follow in our steps. That's the best thing you can do right now. Keep your mouth closed. I've told you what's gonna happen, and unless it doesn't happen, then you can come at me. But hey, man, I got a strong feeling that what I say is gonna happen is gonna happen. And when it happens, hey, man, I'm gonna laugh about it and move on. It ain't gonna affect my gaming experience because you prefer your PlayStation console over your Xbox. Doesn't affect me one bit because I come home, I'm going to play on the most powerful console there is. Doesn't matter what game I play, it's going to automatically be better, more powerful, and look better. So I don't care what I play. That's the true experience of gaming. Any game that hits the X is an exclusive experience because no other console is giving me what that X is giving me. That's skinning a cat in a different way. You got to look at things in a different way. If I looked at things like you lames looked at it, I'd be behind just like you guys. Be sitting around here looking stupid. But hell nah, man. I don't look at gaming like you guys look at it. My experience is that of the X. That's an Xbox One X experience. I'm not getting this experience anywhere else. The closest thing to my experience now is a high power rig. That's it. And when the Scarlet comes, that's it. And that won't even be my comparison anymore. Because it's going to basically be on par with one another. And then what? And then it's hilariousness. Then all the comedic gestures and everything's going to hit y'all. Then what? Then you know y'all already are stepkids. We can't truly be mad at y'all. Y'all are just these bitter stepchildren that are just gonna come down to that fate, man. So you gonna get mad at Sony now? You gonna start writing petitions because these games ain't. So you think that by going to Red Box, you basically doing it to Sony? Y'all the ones going to the Red Box. Y'all don't even take your community serious. But you want Microsoft to take it? I mean, you want Sony to take y'all serious, right? But y'all don't even take y'all's community serious. Your Red Box, you don't believe in it yourself. So if you don't believe in it, why should we believe in what you say? Y'all hilarious. Them games costing too much for y'all?
Let's move.
$60-something is too much for y'all? That's too much for y'all. So y'all rather go Red Box. Go rent your games. You already renting.
Well done.
Oh, I can Red Box them for a couple of dollars. It's crazy. That's the gaming experience that y'all bragging about because y'all scared of $60? That's sad, man. Y'all can't talk to us, man, because we do this.
Let's move it.
We do this. We do this. We come rolling through like that. We come rolling through like that. That's what we do. We back up, just like this. We back up, we rejuvenate. We heal back up from all the dumb talk, just like this. We get back out here, and just when you thought we was gone, we turn around like this, and then Microsoft comes out with a console that just blows any PlayStation console that was ever made out the frame. That Gears of War console, that limited edition Gears of War console, is gonna make money. It's gonna make money. You look at the price of that daggum thing. It's up there. Do you think Microsoft is worrying about what you think? Do you really think that that game is going to be making money? $4.99. It went right back to the original price of the X. Right now, 2 years later, a console selling for the same price it did 2 years ago. And guess what? It's gonna sell because the Xbox community has true fans. We don't red box our experience. We're true fans. And Microsoft knows that. That's why it can make a game like that. That's why I can make an experience like that and know for a fact that it's going to sell. Sony can't do that. They don't know what y'all going to do. Y'all done let them down. Y'all go to the bargain bins like my man Lethal B. Moore would say. Y'all in them bargain bins looking for an experience. It's crazy, man. But y'all quiet now. Don't have no more genius talk. Not hearing from you. It's hilarious, man. So what's up? Y'all tell us, man, down at the comment section. Let us know what's going on. Since y'all know so much about the platform you own, you know what I'm saying? You still don't understand the difference between shipped and sold, but you want to come out here and tell somebody about gaming. Y'all making a lot of sense. Making a lot of sense.
More speed.
I mean, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. I think y'all are to the point where y'all are just confused yourselves, man. But we here to help you. Y'all are stepchildren, man. We care about you. You step brothers and sisters now. Nah, y'all are step brothers and sisters. That's what y'all are. You're stepchildren to Microsoft. You know what I'm saying? Your company truly needs Microsoft to survive, man, in this gaming culture. It needs it. Microsoft don't need Sony like that. Y'all bring up the competitiveness, man. Look, Microsoft can get a competitor at any moment. Sega fell off and we moved on, right?
More speed.
Nobody's saying that Sony's gonna fall off, but hey, don't act like if Sony did, oh, the gaming industry was just gonna come to an end. Man, are you serious? Sony don't push the gaming community like that. For it to matter. It doesn't do anything like that for it to matter. That's what you guys gotta understand, man.
Go.
That's what you guys gotta understand. You got games going to Evo and they shutting down, breaking down and crap. Can't even perform on a big stage. When we got Gears 5 sitting out here with the pro circuits, they go around the year. You never get anything like that. You don't get one. You don't get one situation like that. Yo, shout out to everybody in the Mixer land, man, representing. The true Xbox fans is here now. You guys are here now. And I'm going to make sure that you guys get heard, man. I'm going to make sure you guys get heard. Somebody's Beach Boy, Giselle Gaming TV, Viper Villain, all you guys, man. My man Ramp. Well, Sega didn't get bought out, man. What happened was Sega got hit up by their own, Ramp. The Japanese were jealous of what the American versions of developers of Sega USA. It was Sega Japan was hating on Sega of USA, and they're the ones that allowed Sega USA to crumble, which ultimately crumbled them all because Sega Japan wasn't doing anything relevant. So that's what ended up happening, man. But because Sega
Thanos is safe.
was doing things that they
What was
wasn't
Mr.?
supposed to be doing, like they were being followers.
He
They
won't
started
get a second
they
chance.
started instead of
Plus,
integrating,
There's no
they
way
started
he'd
becoming
stay in
followers and
Samus
wanted to get
now.
into the CD-ROM and
Theodorus
make
has
these
changed.
expensive consoles. When
He's the
Sega was never
Theodorus I
about that.
remembered.
Sega was about the
He
low
was
price,
always
giving you a
willing to
rich
admit fault.
experience.
It's a
So
trait
when
too
they
few
putting out
people
those other
share.
consoles that were high
Then you believe
until
things
the
will be okay.
Dreamcast, they finally
Even
got it
if
right
you
with the
leave Samus
Dreamcast,
again.
but
Of course.
the blow was already done.
Theodorus has work to do here.
Sony
And
has
he
always been about the price.
understands mine is
Why do you
elsewhere.
think every
Good.
time they come with a
Thank you
console,
for
no matter
everything,
what it
Alexis.
is,
Without
it's
you,
price.
I couldn't
Oh,
have
we're putting it
gotten
out for
through
this price. We're putting always trying to undercut the next person. Well, look, man, undercutting is cool, but it's kind of like it's old, right? It's like you can't undercut all the time. At some point, you just gotta make a good product. You gotta make a good product, man. And so now, when has Sony always suffered? Think about it. Know your history. The first console that comes into your mind is that PlayStation 3. Why did that PlayStation 3 fail? Oh, the first lame casual will say it costs too much. That's what a lame would say. But a person of the gaming culture that studies the game understands that it was because a new technology had emerged. Every time new technology emerges, Sony struggles. Why? Not because they're a sucky company and they're trash and they're garbage. No, it's because Sony's products are not integrated, meaning that they don't come from within. They're not integrated. They're outsourced. So Sony has to come out of their pockets and pay for all this hardware, for all this new technology. Unlike Microsoft, Microsoft is integrated. They'll make something
right.
and then they'll
We've
give it
tried
out
a
and say,
lot
hey,
together.
what can we get from you that you can put into what we created that can enhance our vision? When they go to AMD, they go in and they go with AMD. Like right now, that next generational chip wasn't for Microsoft's next console. You know that it wasn't done solely by AMD. This is like one of the first times this has happened. Microsoft's geniuses and AMD geniuses are working together to bring forth a customized chip. So once again,
I knew it would happen.
we're
one
going to
day,
get a console
but
that's going to have a chip in it that you can't get. It's going to be on the you can't create it. Just like the Xbox One X. The Xbox One X is putting out games in 4K.
it will
Just
take some
off of that,
getting used to.
what PC do you know is going to put out 4K gaming for $399, $499? You can't
I'm sure
even
they'll be
make
sorry
a
to see you
PC
go.
rig, a gaming
Go on,
PC
then.
rig with those type of qualifications for that price. You can't find it. It's impossible to build. It's impossible to build. So that's going to be the same thing. This gaming system is going to be so beautiful. It's going to change everything. That once again, the PC community is going to be like, yo, they done made another beautiful console, and this price. If I go out and buy me a rig, it's going to cost me this amount of money to play this game. Now look, the PC community is great. Don't get me wrong. They've been in the game just like we've been in the game, right? But know this, the PC community didn't make gaming where it is today. The consoles did. Consoles saved gaming, not PC. That's why PC is a platform of hustling. It's a hustling platform. All it's used is to make an extra buck. And Microsoft woke everybody up to that. We're going to go and make a buck. There's a reason why Microsoft abandoned the PC community in the first place. It's too corrupted. When you're trying to make a platform that's safe and fun to be around, you can't make that in a platform that cheats, mods, steals, hacks, pirates. Come on, y'all, open your eyes. So Microsoft had to leave to build something safer, to build another platform which was live, and to put time into it. It took them 20 years to get here. It ain't happened overnight. Just like with Sony, you see all these devs leaving now. You see games that are no longer created for Sony. You see all this change. Well, that came about because Sony was contracting all these devs. These devs are basically tied, their hands were tied behind their back. They couldn't go anywhere. Sony gave them all this big money up front, but in the end, these developers didn't make twice as the money that they would have made if they owned their games. They never owned their games. Sony, it's like Sony played these gaming devs like they like bad business to music artists. These labels, how they do these artists is how Sony did the gaming developers. Hey, we give you this amount of money up front. Yeah, it looks nice up front, but in the long run, you're looking at it like, man, you mean to tell me that I sat here and took this check. I wasn't even thinking 5 years down the road or even 10 years down the road that Sony would still be making money off this game that I made. So yeah, you know what I'm saying? When you were not experiencing this was the first thing that happened to people, it happened. Now that devs are woke, Microsoft is making a way for them to eat. They are no longer having to be chained. Microsoft even told these developers, we don't want your games. We want you to be able to broadcast your games. We want you to be able to put your games on display. We don't have to own your games because Microsoft makes money in so many other avenues. So it's kind of like what Mike Ybarra told that dude on Twitter. Hey man, we do this for the fun of it. There's no struggle with us. We do this for the fun of it. And it's a pleasure to see devs smiling now. You see devs on stage now, and they're excited to show you their games, not just the publishers. So yeah, I mean, y'all are at a state now that we're just keep watching, man. You'll learn from us. You'll learn from us. That's it. You know what I'm saying? Keep listening to us, whether you like us or not, and you'll be in a better situation than you was yesterday. Because we told you this was coming. So ain't no reason to look stupid, man. Hey, look, we understood that you was going to cry. That Sony PlayStation been with you since you was 6. We get it. You was a little kid when you got that console. That's the only console you know. We understand it.
Where is your path taking you now?
We get you. But it ain't the only console we had. We saw you. We saw you when you came into this industry. As a matter of fact, Sony plotted on you. Out of their own mouth, they said, hey, they knew they couldn't fool us. We don't want to target the generation that's older right now, the teenage generation right now. Yeah, because we was on that Nintendo Sega tip. We was really putting in them games, and we was still in the arcades. Sony's plan was to get these babies. Let's milk these babies and rear them up. And make them think they got something so special. And we'll just keep rearing them up throughout these years, make them think they got something special so that they'll hold to it dearly. And that's what you dudes do. You hold to this console like it's life or death, man. And y'all need to stop that because y'all looking silly out here, man. You're making gaming look bad, bro. Like, chill out, man. Yeah, you're going to get some exclusives, man, because that's business. Every business holds exclusives so that brand has a special little season to it, has a special little taste to it. You know, Halo's going to be on Microsoft's platform. PlayStation ain't getting Halo. That's just facts, man. That's what's going to make people that like Xbox, hey, continue to have Xbox. Microsoft isn't getting Uncharted. You know what I'm saying? We know that. We don't want Uncharted. So if you want Uncharted, you're going to have to buy a PlayStation. There's going to be little perks. But Microsoft has the biggest platforms. They can market between Windows 10 PC and Xbox because they thought way before these clowns thought outside the box. While everybody was trying to make handhelds, and there was nothing wrong with the DS. There was nothing wrong with the Vita way of thinking. But Microsoft understood that that's hardware. Eventually, hardware is going to get old. Eventually, people grow up, people move on. But software is limitless. You don't outgrow software. You constantly always going to need it. And with that, the cloud was their baby. Once time caught up to the cloud, it was their baby. Now they can use cloud for their gaming. Now Microsoft doesn't have no limitations. They also can help people in the cloud. Hint, hint, Sony. They can help other companies using their cloud infrastructure. Now the thing that made live look bad, where people had to have that internet. You have to have good internet. So you didn't have to have good internet playing on PSN, because PSN doesn't require you that great internet to play them slow-end games. But Microsoft, you need good internet. You have to invest in internet over here. It's a different breed over here. You can't even bring up your gaming experience to an Xbox fan. You can't. The only one that can do superior experience to an Xbox fan is the person that has that PC rig that then put their money into customizing it. That's it. That's it. It's just another breed. So you invest in that internet and see these games evolve through that. Now everything is put together. You got Game Pass here. The numbers are moving up. Over 10 million people on Game Pass per month. That number done went up. That was early this year numbers. That numbers definitely went up. Now it's just crazy. We got Game Pass Ultimate. That's a daggum result of Game Pass being successful. You guys talking about it wasn't being successful. Nah, don't hate because the PS Plus is not successful. We told you that wasn't gonna work a long time ago. So don't knock something that's gonna be successful. Microsoft making money on that end, and that has to do with gaming. See, Live is a gaming network for Xbox. PSN is not a gaming network for Sony. Understand that. I know a lot of you guys just learned something just now. PSN is a server that derives in many umbrellas of Sony, whether it's their TV section, their camera section, anything that has to do with downloads, what else? Their apps, services like the View, all of that stuff is under PSN as well. All those things use PSN, not just the PlayStation, but Live works with Xbox because Live was built for gaming. Differences here. So hey, you know what? More ways to skin a cat. Understand that every company makes its money upon its own brand. And the true success is how they make money for their brand. And as long as they're making more money than they did yesterday, that's success, people. Hey, thanks for coming out tonight, rocking with the new legal man on Di-RREC Gaming. I'm playing my favorite game of the year. I got my rare achievement. I'm moving forward. I'm moving forward. I'm having fun, man. It's a great time to be an Xbox fan. That makes some people mad. Can you believe me being happy and enjoying my Xbox actually makes people mad? So how much fun do you think I'm having? Simply because they're mad at what I like to do. Ramp, can you picture that? Somebody's mad because I'm happy about playing on my Xbox. Somebody's mad about that. Well, look, man, I'm uploading, I'm putting on YouTube. You can be as mad as you want. You can make memes and do whatever you do. Make drawings. Hey, man, however you can express yourself to get the stress off on you, do it. Draw, do something, man. I'd rather for you to get it out than to keep all that bottled in, man. And in the meantime, I'll just send you some carrots. How about that, man, to chew on? You can chew on those carrots, man. But, hey, man, it's been the new legal. Shout outs to everybody out there, especially the true Xbox fans. Salute to y'all. Mixer team, Twitter team, Facebook team, Instagram team. Yo, if I miss any other teams out there, it's my bad. But you guys know who you are. And hey, if you like what we're about, man, please subscribe to the channel. Leave some comments below. Put a like, put a dislike, and do whatever you feel. But in the meantime, I'm going to keep doing what I do. And that's represent the Xbox and play green in these streets. And hey, like I said, man, this has been the new legal. And until next time, guys, this is Di-RREC Gaming.